Hey, what it is, what's happening, everybody? It's your pal Courtney Chan, and today we're going to do a quick episode. It's going to be a tutorial on how to sink foundations into rafts. I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm also going to show you how to do two different sizes of rafts, a 4x4 and a 3x3. And we're going to do a little bit more. We're going to be showing you a few tips that might help you build your own raft, how to expand the foundations on a raft and make it bigger. We're going to show all of that today. If you like the video, don't forget to show your support. Smash the thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below what you think about these rafts. And if you have any tips of your own, make sure you put those in the comments down too. We could all learn from each other. Let's get it started. Alright, first thing is first. We're going to start out with a vanilla raft. All of the stuff we're going to be doing today is going to be in vanilla. Oh my god. It's already starting to rain on our parade. Well, whatever, we're going to keep on marching through because we're awesome and we're going to do it. Woo! All of the materials I'm using and the raft is going to be vanilla. So you will be able to do this on any server, on any version of Ark. Alright, so step one, pull out a wooden pillar. Just a regular wooden pillar. And we're going to line it up so the mast of the boat is in the very center of the pillar. One way to check and get this lined up well is to grab the pillar in your hand and then jump on the boat. Once you're on the boat, you go into the orbit camera mode. On PC we call it K mode because K is the key that we push. And what you do is you move your pillar around until you get it right in the center of the mast. Once the mast is in the center, you can hide the sail because we don't need it anymore. We got our thing going. Alright, this one is going to be a 3x3 because we're going to start with a center snap point and we're going to build on either side of it. So how do we sink these foundations, Courtney? How are we going to do it? Well, I'm going to show you. Check it out. This is a little awesomeness in Ark that they added in where if you have a pillar and you put a pillar exactly next to it, that pillar will be on a slightly lower snap point. Check it out. Look at that. Now, if we put another one here, you can see it jumping up and down. There are two snap points coming off of each pillar, and the default one is the low one. As you make each pillar lower, the snap point will be lower, and each foundation will be lower. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this one out, because that's the tall one. We're going to put one right here. It's even shorter. Pull out the big one. Put in another one. It's even shorter. Pull out this one. Where are we at? Let's pull out a foundation and see where we're at. That is pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. It is just on the top of the deck. But as you can see, if we're on this and it's covering the deck, we can't hit E to drive the boat. So if we sunk this one more down, guess what would happen? We will be able to reach through the wood. The deck will be on top. The foundations will be all the way around. And we'll be able to drive the boat. So let's do it. Let's sink it down one more level. Put one more pillar in. Pull out the tall one. And now let's drop our foundations down. Like that. Like that. Yes. It's happening. It's all happening. Now, we can't put one over on this very end piece here because the pillar is kind of blocking it. We're going to pull our pillar out. All we need is one, and we can build off of the one. So now, there it is. We can grab the corner of the deck right here and press E, and bam, we're already driving. Yes! This is awesome. 3x3. Perfectly sunk foundations. And look at that spacing. Look at that spacing. Can you believe it? All right. Well, what about a 4x4, Court? What do you want to do there? All right, 4x4 raft. Let's go for it. We've got our raft, just like before. Basic vanilla raft. Thank you, Rain. We've got our sail. What we're gonna do, instead of using the old pillar in the center like this, we're gonna pull out our foundation right off the bat. Okay? And we're gonna start lining it up. We're gonna put it close to us, right when it turns red. Go into the orbital camera mode, and now you can see that we can move around. I'm gonna have to suck it in just a little bit more. There we go. All right, first thing I want to do is tilt it to the left a little bit, and we can get it lined up. With that piece of wood that goes across. Pretty close. Pretty darn close. Let's just tilt it to the left a little bit. Ooh, I think that's dead on right there. That is nice. Okay, now we're going to inch forward. I'm going to come over to the side. And we want the oh! There we go. All right, what we want to do is first you line up the corner with the mast. You can see when you're in orbital camera mode where the edge of it is going to be. Right now that's not quite centered. So I'm going to move it over just a little bit because you can see that the legs go up and then there's a lip. You want the lip to be right in the center. Alright, that is pretty much centered. We're looking good. Now we're going to rotate around. Now we're going to get the front lined up. So right now the foundation is lined up exactly center, left and right, but we're gonna center it front and back. Let's see here. We don't want a little gap in between, so we're gonna pull it back just a little bit. Try to get it level with that deck right there. It looks pretty lined up. All the legs look like they're equally overlapping the deck. I think this looks good. We're going to do it. Boom! We did it. Alright, now we can hide the mast. And we have our starting point. This is exactly snapped to the northeast corner of this. And if we build off of this, we will definitely have a nice snapped 4x4. So let's get it sunk first. So now that we have this all lined up, anything we snap to this will be lined up as well. So we're going to put a pillar right in there. I keep pulling out my gun. We're going to pull this pillar, we're going to leave the pillar there and we're going to pull that foundation out because we don't want it until it's sunk. So we're still lined up. And for some reason, I don't know if you can get this to work, I can't put it right next to it if it's the left or right way. It only seems to do it if it's front to back. So we're going to drop it down one. That is right flush with it. If we place one down, you can still access the raft through the wood, and you're being protected from underneath, which is awesome. But we don't want to do a. Oh, wait a minute. Is that snapped right? Yeah, that's perfect. We brought it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until we got it down to the level we want. We snap it over here. And now we can get rid of this. And now we build off of this. We're good to go. We're going to put one there. Put one there. Put one there. Now you might be saying, wait a minute, we were going to do a 4x4. This is a 2x2. Get ready for another trick for making rafts. Here we go. what I've got in my pocket here is a bunch of thatch ceilings. Once you have your initial foundations down, to make this raft any wider is super easy. You can see that you can't do it with another foundation. It won't snap because it's not touching the deck. Only things that are touching the deck will snap. But you can cheat, and you can expand the width of this raft, like so. Pull out your thatch ceilings, and it has to be thatch. It won't work with anything else. Put our last two on here. Now, we take our raft, we pull it out from the shore a little bit. You don't want to be too close to the shore because we're going to be snapping foundations underneath. Let's make sure we got no sharks. Oh, there's a shark right there. Hope he doesn't give me any trouble. Are you going to give me trouble, bud? Oh, you want trouble? You got it. Come on up. Come on, get some trouble. I see you. No ammo. I forgot to bring bullets. Dang it! Alright. Let's get Thunder Thyla. Thunder Thyla can take care of this, bud. Yeah! Get Thylacoleo'd. Alright. Now they won't be bothering us anymore. Let's finish this raft. Okay. Once you've got your foundations and you've got your thatch ceilings placed, you can jump in the water, pull out your regular foundations, and you can snap them underneath. Like so. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? I've trapped myself off my boat. I've locked myself out. I can't get under it and access it, and I don't have a ramp. Well, here's a secret if you want to get around that. If you ever lock yourself off your boat and you don't have a ramp, just remember where the rudder is, right there. Go up here and demolish one of those foundations. Then you can access the bottom of your boat and get back on. And you can always replace it later. Bam. Alright, let's get rid of all of these thatch ceilings and look at our marvelous creation. Haha, look at this! Look how much space we got on this side between the deck and the end of the foundation. Look at this side, perfectly lined up. Perfectly lined up. You can't even tell where the beginning of this foundation ends. And you can access it anywhere. You can snap to this and build as normal. And you can also use other materials. I suggest using stone instead of wood for the boat because it's a lot stronger against dinos that might attack you. Well, this is it. This is the most magnificent boat ever. Have you ever seen a more awesome sink foundation boat? I don't think you have, and I don't think you can. I hope this was educational, and I hope it helps you build your own boat at home on whatever server you play on. I hope you can build... Whoa! I hope that this tutorial and these tips will help you build your own boat on your own server. Whew, I know I had fun. If you had fun, don't forget, show your support. Smash the thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below. Give me all the tips that you got about boats. Put them in the comments down below. And if you're new to the channel, take a look around. I've got a bunch of awesome videos, and I know you'll like one of them. Check them out. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe. I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay awesome! Woo!